The Stingrays versus the Gunslingers. It is a clash for the ages today. Both SRL Mines teams looking to get their first win of this tournament at McDonald's Jones Stadium. I'm your SRL Mines Commissioner, Will Kay. Just me in the commentary box this afternoon for the second game as my fellow commentator Jack Carl had to step away for Brisbane Broncos captaincy duties. And I'm looking forward to calling this game here as we have some names going through as they lead out. Jimmy Musa leading out the Stingrays now. Both teams losing in the previous round, going down to the Firehawks and the Swarm respectively. And we have a couple new faces around the block as we look. One there, Stramandinoli, and that is Dominic Stramandinoli, looking to kick off this game. He's a big boot archetype. I'll just go through. As he looks to kick off, Dominic Stramandinoli, one of 4 debutantes today in this match. It's for the Stingrays. You have Rakamanu playing his first match in that fullback position for the Stingrays, and in the halves, Dominic Stramandinoli in that number 4 jersey, and then Leki Tua in the number 6. He's a second rower and a very, very good one at that. He's shown a lot of promise as we have Gounder now stepping through the line. They made it looking too easy there for the experienced fullback. And then for the Gunslingers, likewise, just the one debutant. As we have the put down a forward pass here, the Gunslingers and the Stingrays will have some great field position to start their match as we have Stramandinoli going right to Pitt. He's through the line now. No one's going to catch him. No, they are. They've got him there, wrapped him up very luckily. He looked away from all money. Stramandinoli now all crashed in that tackle by Snicko Bro. Tedesco goes left. Windmill skied now with it. He's going to play the ball at the 10. Poit goes to Manu. Raika Manu on debut. Pushing forward. Tedesco goes right to Stramandinoli. Outside ball to Jimmy Musa. Can't get around the debutant for the Gunslingers, Davo Nofalingawi. And it's going to be the last here. Putting up a grubber kick. Windmill skied. Goes straight to Buckingham. Buckingham gets a little bit of ground there. Can't get too much. And it was a good take there from the hooker. Looking very comfortable indeed. Snicko Bro now with the ball. He's got about 15 metres out from his own try line. Kutsumis goes right to Scott. Scott's folded in that tackle there. And that is a great effort. Rex Buckingham now goes to Kutsumis. Kutsumis stepping around one, weaving his way through. Bro now gets driven back in the tackle by Rakamanu. All over the Gunslingers so far, the rookie is, as Kutsumis now slots it. It's a good kick, doesn't find the touchline. Maybe he wanted to point now with the step. Gets around one, can't get around another. And the Gunslingers reel him in. Very luckily, it was that man there, Matthew Galaxy, as Stramandinoli driven back. Tedesco goes to Muso, goes to Windmill skied. Can't get around the last defender there in Krish Gounder. And lucky there, he's got a little bit of pace on him. Stramandinoli goes to Tua. Leki Tua taking one of the early hit-ups for this game. They go right now. Windmill skied, goes to Manu. Takes on the line himself. Doesn't put a step on. Gets an offload though to Jimmy Musa. Doesn't have much to do with it there. He wasn't expecting it there. It's the last tackle. We're not sure what they'll do yet. Tedesco in that dummy half position. Goes to Windmill skied. Puts up a very big kick there. It's a towering over Lucas Juice, who takes it quite comfortably. And that is a good end to the set for the Stingrays. Still applying pressure. As we have Snicko Bro now. Goes to Tierney. Tierney could have run for himself, but he goes and it opts for Nofalingawi, who goes right. Kutsumis. Tierney. Driven back in that tackle there. That was personal, that one, from the man Rakamanu. Kutsumis now taking on the line himself. It's the 4th tackle. Just at their 30 now, the Gunslingers. Jake Scott's going to take the final one of the set. Not making any ground in that final tackle. As he looks what his options are. Kutsumis now puts up a big kick down to the wing of Nate Pute, as he takes on the line at the 50, and he makes it there. Krish Gounder eventually reeling him in. So we have Driscoll now through the line, looking confident. Driscoll gets an offload to Windmill skied, who takes on the line, back inside ball, back to Tedesco. He cut out Lucky Tua, sorry, rather. I don't know why he did that. He was probably had the best field position as Luke Driscoll now taking up a hit up, and he takes a good bit of ground there with him, driving the Gunslinger defense back. Tedesco goes to Stromandinoli. Can't get around them there, the half. Going right again. Windmill Skeed folded by Snicko Bro. That's a great effort there from the big front rower. Stromandinoli putting up a big kick. And Lucas Juice has come away with it. Now it's Buckingham going left. Jake Scott taking on the line. Not making much ground there as Buckingham now goes to Bro. Snicko Bro through the line, making some great meters and an offload to Kutsumas. That is a great job from the forward. He's been looking good so far in the tournament, and that just adds to his folio. Gounder now, the second last tackle of the set, not making much ground there after a great Snicko Bro run. As they go to Galaxy, he's going to put in a kick. It doesn't go very far. In fact, it goes into touch. And the Stingrays, they'll play the ball 20 in from that point of contact there. When it went out, there's an awkward kick there. Looks like it may have just come off the boot, not quite getting angle. I think he was going for a 40-20, but didn't have the distance either. And it'll be the Stromandinoli feeding in the Stingray scrum. As he goes left, Windmill Skeed wrapped up in that tackle. I thought he was going to get the ball away to Nate Poit. As Tua now, Lecky Tua, running through the line, making some great meters already. The debutant. Jack Tedesco goes to Skeed. Windmill Skeed, that is. Musa, driven back again. Musa, Windmill Skeed, inside ball to Lecky Tua. Can't get the ball back away. It's once again Snicko Bro absolutely clobbering the Stingrays. He has been dominant in defense, and it's been a very defensive game so far for the Gunslingers. After that early error that they made, only at the 40 in the first set it was. As Galaxy now with a take. That's a good take there from the half. No rush there from Nate Poit to get off the player he just tackled. Jake Scott now taking up a tackle. Galaxy hitting it up, but met by a wall of Stingray's defense. There's not much getting around him here. Buckingham goes right to Deuce. Deuce steps one. Can he get around the debutant? No, he can't. Riker Manu having a great game at the back so far. Buckingham going left. Kutsumas goes to Snicko Bro. Balls over one. That's a great whack from Snicko Bro. He's not very big, but he's got the strength. It's the last tackle. Not sure what they'll do yet. As they look around. And Kutsumas is going to put a kick down to the wing. And it's taken very comfortably by Nate Poit. Oh, and he looks very close to touchline. He's driven into touch there by Krish Gounder. And the Gunslingers absolutely gifted with some great field position. And they'll have a scrum to try and get some points on the board. It was a Kutsumas kick, and it was just placed perfectly for Nate Poit to be put in a bit of danger there. And there's the man, Krish Gounder, the experienced fullback, really putting the final nail in the coffin. As Galaxy now with some handwork, and Kutsumas has been thrown a forward pass, and that is a critical error from the Gunslingers. I'm not too sure what Galaxy was trying to do there. He was just kind of playing with the ball, and he threw it forward eventually. As Musa now through the line gets reeled in by Kutsumas. Lucky he was there, one of the quicker players in the competition, Stephen Kutsumas. Stromandinoli now goes to Riker Manu, who gets driven back there. Playing the ball to Desco, goes to Stromandinoli. Wide ball to Windmill Skeed. Can't get the ball back outside the halves pairing. They're looking for their winger there, I think. Jack Tedesco now going to Driscoll. Driscoll through the line, weaving in between. Gets the ball back to Tua. Can't get away from them there, but that's a good run there from the number 8 and from the number 6. Driscoll and Tua linking up there as he'll take the final tackle here, Luke Driscoll. He's going to go back to Jimmy Musa, who puts up a big kick there. And they let it bounce, the Stingrays, but Krish Gounder, luckily collecting it there. It was a very awkward bounce, and he had to sprint onto it. Buckingham now, and he knocked the ball on here. Buckingham, Lachlan Turney's there to clean it up, but the Stingrays absolutely gifted some field position as they look to feed the scrum. And Stromandinoli now throwing a very forward pass. In fact, he thrown it so forward that they've penalised him for offside. I don't know what they're doing here. Both sides doing the same kind of mistake. And just dummying at the back of a scrum. I'm not too sure what the thought process behind that is. And then a forward pass as the siren goes. Tierney through the line. Can't get an offload away. And we're going to go to half time here. It's 0-0. The rain still coming in at McDonald Jones Stadium. And we'll see you in the second half.
The Super League war tears the code apart.
You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I've ever met.
Brigginshaw takes them on. Welcome, Warriors. Workers march today in protest. Inside for Elder. Elder will score. Newcastle. Dancing in the streets of Newcastle. He's just coming up outside. Now inside. He hits it. He's got it. He's got the field goal. A big moment for equality. Hundred spin. 400 days. What a milestone. What an inspiration.
Welcome back to SRL TV. If you missed that first half, it's 0-0. The Stingrays and the Gunslingers still duking it out to get a spot in the finals potentially after that game against between the Firehawks and the Swarm. The Firehawks getting a pretty comfortable win in the end. Stromandinoli taking the kick there. Lecky Tua takes a run early. And yeah, it was a pretty quiet half. A lot of ball movement. It was good to see from both sides how much they want the win. As we have Stromandinoli now going to Windmill Skeed. Skeed through the line, stepping, weaving. Can't get around Krish Gounder, the fullback. He's going to play the ball there just before the 40. Luke Driscoll spreads it to Nate Poit. Poit is through there, but not for long as the number 3, Lucas Deuce, for the Gunslingers, reels him in. Driscoll now gets a ball to Tua. Lecky Tua's been everywhere tonight. He's just been in the right spot at the right time. But there's always been a defender right by him as it's the last tackle now. Tedesco, Windmill Skeed, goes for the field goal, and he's got that very early. And that is an interesting play there from Windmill Skeed. He's put his team 1 up. You know, I wasn't expecting it. It makes sense. Last tackle. It was a good kick. And there's not much to really be said about that. We've seen it a couple times already in this tournament, the field goal early on. As we look at that replay there, it was a confident kick from 25 metres. It never looked like missing. Straight over the black dot as the Stingrays will get the ball back. I think that's what's going through Windmill Skeed's mind just then. The fact that they get the field goal, they get the ball back. What they're losing is Rakamani through the line. Stromandinoli now has got a bit of space. Spreads it to Walmsley. Coven Walmsley gets eventually collected. It's only the second tackle. They made about 40 metres there easily. As Tua now absolutely folded by Snicko. Bro, he has been hitting them left, right, and centre this afternoon. Luke Driscoll now pushing forward in the tackle. 25 out from the try line. Goes to Poit. Nate Poit steps one and gets an inside ball to Lecky Tua. Almost getting a try on debut. Not quite there. They're one up still. The Stingrays will be looking to extend some lead. Windmill Skeet now putting up a very big bomb up to the wing of Nofalingawi. He takes that very comfortably, as he does, standing at over 2 meters. Nofalingawi, very, very big winger. As Chris Gounder now goes to Snicko Bro. Can't get much meters there, but takes it into the center of the field for his team. The Gunslingers looking to get out of this danger zone here. The Stingrays making some easy meters in the early sets. As we have Nofalingawi now taking a run for himself. Tierney. Bro. Snicko Bro throws an inside ball to Coven Walmsley, who's through the line now. I don't think he's going to be able to get around Chris Gounder. No, he can't. And that's a great intercept there from the number 9. Stingrays in some deadly field position here. Tedesco goes to Windmill Skeed. Wrapped up in that tackle there. They're just over 10 meters out from the try line. Tedesco goes to Poit. Goes to Manu. Manu been everywhere this afternoon. It's been ridiculous. As well as his mate in Lecky Tua. As Stremandinoli, almost through there. The debutant almost got some points of his own. As we have Musa now goes to Windmill Skeed. Driving forward in that tackle, put in his back by the Gunslingers defense. It's going to be the final tackle here. Musa putting up a very high kick. Nofalingawi's underneath it and he takes it very comfortably indeed. As we have Rex Buckingham, he's going to take the tap at the 20. They have a 7 tackle set as Snicko Bro now through the line. Here's that big bomb again on the screen that you'll be seeing. Rex Buckingham now going left. Jake Scott taking the run eventually. They're about 45 out from their own line. It's only the first tackle. They got an extra because of the 7 tackle set. Chris Gounder making some meters there for his team. The Gunslingers looking to hit back here. The rain's still coming in a bit lighter than the first half. Snicko Bro gets an offload. Galaxy, sorry. Getting a couple more meters for his team. It's the 3rd tackle. Rex Buckingham now goes to Tierney. Gets an offload. It's an awkward one to Kutsumas. It's the 4th tackle. Not too sure what they'll do here. As Buckingham throws the ball forward. And that's disappointing there. Snicko Bro cleaning that up. And the Gunslingers unable to complete in that set. So we have Stremandinoli goes to Windmill Skeed. Jimmy Musa in some free range here. Jimmy Musa is getting away from them. Oh, and that's a very, very good tackle there from Lucas Deuce. I thought Musa was away for all money. We've seen him dominate some teams before. Nate Poit now breaking through the line. Can't get away from the Gunslingers defense. The Stingrays only in the 2nd tackle, already at the 20. Make that the 15 rather on the 3rd tackle. Stremandinoli as they continue this campaign towards the try line. Luke Driscoll taking the settler to get closer to the line for his team. Tedesco, Windmill Skeed. Stremandinoli goes to Raikamani. Steps 1. I don't know if they'll be able to hold him up. Yes, they can. It was Matthew Galaxy. They're just holding on to Raikamani. I thought he was going to score on debut. The fullback looking dangerous there for a moment. But he was diffused in that tackle. As we're going to go for the last here. Plays the ball, 10 out. Stremandinoli putting up a very big kick. It's in the center of the field. It's absolutely pummeling down Raikamanu. He can't get around the Stingrays. The Gunslingers defense. And that's very good there. And they just hold on for now, the Gunslingers. As we have Lachlan Tierney, Kutsumas, Jake Scott calling for obstruction there. The Stingrays, referees having none of it. Gavin Badger happy with the performance there. Jake Scott now playing the ball. Rex Buckingham. Snicko Bro through the line. Kutsumas. Inside ball to Buckingham, who was absolutely folded by the Stingrays defense. There's a bit of a hospital pass there. As Tierney now taking the run. Buckingham throws the ball into the back of, I'm not too sure who that was, on the outside of him. And the Stingrays get another chance to put some points on the board off the scrum. Shamandinoli goes to Windmill Skeed, goes to Musa. Forward pass to Musa. And that is a crucial error there from the Stingrays, giving the ball right back to the Gunslingers, who'll be looking to put some points on right now. It's a do or die moment for the Gunslingers. Oh, and Galaxy. Oh, he's throwing the ball forward. The referee says no advantage. Somehow Luke Driscoll now taking the ball. It's a bit of a error-ridden footy. Maybe it's the rain getting to the player's head. Now it's Windmill Skeed taking on the line. He's got a bit of gap there, but he doesn't get too much ground. He can't get away from Stephen Koutsumis. Tedesco goes to Driscoll. Driscoll spreads it to Poit. Poit can't get around there. As Tua goes to Tedesco. No opportunity there to make too many meters. Windmill Skeed goes to Shamandinoli. Inside ball back to Windmill Skeed again. He started the play and he finished it off. He's going to play the ball. It's the fourth. 20 out here. Tedesco, Poit, Driscoll looking to barge his way over, but the defense is too good from the Gunslingers. They've held him to only 1 point, the Gunslingers. As Tedesco putting up a big kick. It may hit the post here. No, it doesn't. And it's that man, Chris Gounder, once again taking a very comfortable catch. As the Stingrays chase wasn't anywhere inside. It was a very comfortable one. It's Nufflingawi now with the hit up. Buckingham goes to Koutsumis. Spreads it to Gounder. Gounder through the line now. It's a one-on-one and Raikamani gets him. Chris Gounder making some great meters for his team. Only in the first tackle. Galaxy can't get that pass away. I dare argue that Lucas Deuce, if he gets that pass, he's in a good position there. Rex Buckingham now taking it. Rex Buckingham playing the ball. Galaxy, it's the fourth. They're about 35 meters out from the try line. I'd be very impressed to see if there's a field goal rather from this range as Koutsumis dummies his way through the line. Deuce there. They may go for the field goal here. As Deuce is going to play it right in front. Stephen Koutsumis looked like he's set up here. Oh no, it's Rex Buckingham. He's putting up a very big kick down to the wing of Poit rather. And that's just in the in goal. There's about 15 seconds left in this match. And you'd have to argue the Stingrays walk away with the victory. And it's been a hard-fought one for the Stingrays. Very evenly matched, only winning by a field goal early in that second half now. As the final siren rings. A tough game for both sides. It's the Stingrays coming 1-0 over the Gunslingers. It's a quiet game, but you know, a good effort from both sides. Koutsumis looking very disappointed there with his team. We look at some of the statistics. It's Windmill Skeed, the man that did the field goal. Snicko Bro, man of the match, absolutely dominating in attack there. Nate Poit making 154 meters. Luke Driscoll, Felix Windmill Skeed making all over 100 meters for their team. As we have look at some of the stats. Raika Manu, 11 tackles, 0 miss. Lecky Tua on debut, both of them 11 and 10 tackles, 0 missed respectively. As we have a look quickly at some of the Gunslinger statistics. Snicko Bro, undoubtedly probably the best on field tonight, or this afternoon rather. Snicko Bro, 165 run meters, 10 tackles, 0 miss. That's a huge effort. 7 line breaks. Again, that's huge from a front rower. That's very impressive indeed. And then we go down the line. We look Rex Buckingham, 14 tackles, 0 missed for a hooker. That's a very good effort once again for any position. And yeah, that's a all round very good from the forward pack of the Gunslingers. Anyway, I have been your SRL Mines Commissioner Will Kay. It's been a pleasure you joining me this afternoon, and we look to see the final round. Well, the final round before the final of the SRL Mines next round. It's been a pleasure having you. I hope to see you again. Thank you for joining me on SRL TV, and good afternoon.